Hi, it's Morgun King. We're here at the Dock Still Hunter Challenge. I just want to hurry and run you guys through a mock stage we got here and give you some quick tips on what to do. I know there's a lot of new shooters that come to these matches and don't really know what to expect and maybe how to go about being successful at these. This is going to be a 2-position stage, 1 target. So just hopefully 2 shots. And we're going to go up here and show you what I would do to be it. So the RO is going to come up and he's going to say, shooter, are you ready? Or really, he might not even ask if you're ready. He's just going to come walk up and go beep. And we got our sighting limits, and here's where you sight from. First thing I would do is the timer goes off. I'm going to put my rifle up ahead of me. Okay? And I'm going to take my mag out. I'm going to throw it right in my gun. Now I don't have to worry about that the rest of the stage. I'm going to take my pack off, my thing out, set my pack behind me, somewhere where it's not going to get in my way. Take my bag off, set my tripod up. Yes or no questions are good, okay? So one big thing I see people do is they get off on their where to put it. You always want your tripod set up over top of the blue mark, wherever they say the sighting pins are accurate from, because if I'm over here, all of a sudden I can't even get the target in between the flags anymore. So you want to make sure you're right behind it. That's a huge no-no. So do that. Put your bag on top. You don't want to lock in, because what happens is guys will kick their tripod and their binos go flying down the hill. And I don't want to bust my $3,000 binoculars, because they got to keep working for me for the rest of the weekend. So I'm going to walk up behind here and I'm going to look between the flags right now. I'm going to start usually left. Okay, I'm going to go left or right. Right here I just got 2 little fingers that it can be on. If past that's like 1,500 yards, we know we're not having targets past that. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to slowly go across. Guys are going to try to freehand their binoculars all the time, and they don't find a lot of targets throughout the weekend. It's best just to spend the extra 2 seconds, pull out your tripod, and glass across there. And I'm going to start left or right, and usually start a little farther. Right here, your lateral markers are about right here to about right there, okay? So you can see right here you got a ridge line somewhere right there, and you got a ridge line about right here. Okay, and you got the road down in here. Well, that road's real close. And back here, that far ridge line, that's, out there, 1,200 yards or so. At these matches, you're not going to see any targets in that. Now, this one right here, we're talking that 400 or 500 yards range. That's going to be in play. This one, we're talking, 300 to 150, 200 yards down here. So, this is in play. So all this is in play from here to here. So, but you automatically rule that out. So I'm going to walk up here, start at my left lateral marker, and I'm going to put the glass on, and I'm going to show you guys in the glass. We're going to find this target that we don't know where it's at. And I always start left and go right, and I usually start somewhat high on my field, unless I really think it's down here. But for some reason, when I came up to this stage, I was thinking it's going to be somewhere either on the top of this ridge or that one, so I could get it all in the field of view and scan across it. And we found this really fast. All right, we're going to start on our left lateral limit, and we're going to zoom in somewhere around here. And okay, we can see the top of that ridge, and we can see that in our field of view. And we're just going to start scanning across. We're not going to get too fast, because we want to be able to pick things out as we go. And we're looking under the trees, looking under everything. This is a really tough target to find this morning, and we're just going to scan across and see if we can find it in the camera as well. Okay, and should be around here somewhere. I don't know if I'm zooming in far enough. It's easy when you know where it's at. It's right there. So underneath that tree, you can see that little coyote, or not coyote, sorry, mountain lion. And it's in the shadows right now, so it's pretty tough. But I think you guys will be able to see on the computer screen that there's that target right there. And your next step right there, now you found it. I mean, it was pretty fast, because we took our time and scanned across there. Probably right now at a hunter match, you're probably a minute and a half in, but you still got 2.5 minutes to go. Make the rest of your shots, you're going to be good to go. Now that we got the target found, I'm going to find a landmark, okay? And a lot of times I'm actually going to pop out of my glass to do it. I'm going to look there, I don't want to lose it. I mean, if you're hunting and you're in a hunting situation, it's the same thing. If you're, a lot of people that hunt a lot, you know, when you finally see that buck and you got him glassed up, bedded in underneath a tree, you're probably gonna want to know where the heck that tree is, or you're never seeing that buck again. So, or it might take you another hour to find it. So I'm gonna look at that. I can see the dead tree there on the ridge in front of me, so that's gonna help me to not lose it from this position. But I'm gonna back out and I'm gonna see, oh, there's a dead tree on the in front in line with that other dead tree, but I'm gonna keep even going. Now if you look at the skyline up there, you see that little saddle up there in the 2 spots, and if you come to the bottom of that saddle and go straight down on that hillside, look at that, we got a target. Now I got a good platform for a range. All right, I'm looking at it. It's 470 yards. This 2 mils dope. Put my binos back in my hill, and now my hands are free. When I look, all right, I don't need to shoot off my tripod on this stage. What's the best thing? The simplest thing is usually best. A lot of times I can go prone, but since the rocks are stable and both positions are on this rock, I'm just gonna set my bag right here, flip up the hill. My bag's already in my gun, dial my dope. Okay, now I'm gonna come back here, close the bolt, level up the gun, and squeeze. Impact. Next position. Go over here. Now I gotta be on the right side rock. Same thing. Close the bolt. Squeeze. Impact. Then we're done. And so it's really pretty simple. You want to unload, show clear, and you're done. And now all your gear was out of your way because you knew, like, I'm going left or right on my positions. So all my gear is over there, and you know, you're done pretty quick, and that's going to be the most successful thing to do. So it's just not about getting ahead of yourself and making a yard sale. Try to keep your stuff together, keep your equipment, you know, take care of your stuff, because you know, it's got to keep working for you for the rest of the weekend and the rest of the year, and it's expensive. So that's the way I go about it.